Wrexham have provided me a 5-year contract with 3 rules. Rule number 1, get back-to-back promotions. Rule number 2, sign a player over 100 million. And rule number 3, the biggest rule out of them all, is to win the Premier League. If I don't get at least one of these objectives done, then they will terminate my contract. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video to see if we can do all 3 objectives. Welcome everyone to Season 1. We've signed the contract. I'm a bit nervous though, because if we don't win the league or get through to the championship this season, then Wrexham, they're just going to tear the contract. Luckily though, Wrexham are one of the wealthiest clubs in League 1, thanks to that Disney Plus money, baby. But even with them funds, we've got a lot of pressure on our plate. This team have already got back-to-back promotions, going from Vanarama League to League 2 to now League 1. Just look at some of the teams we'll be facing this season. We've got Huddersfield, we've got Burton Albion, Bolton, Blackpool, Birmingham City. It's going to be difficult with very high expectations. Anyway, let's go into the transfer window, see if we can improve this team, and then I'll get back to you and see what we've done. The first signing of the episode is Hekimoglu. I have probably said that name completely wrong. He plays for Besiktas. He is a striker who can also play left wing and right wing. We've also changed the formation to benefit this guy. He's 17 years old. He's a youth prospect. So if we do get promoted to the championship and then the Prem, he's probably going to be like 80, 83 rated by the time that happens. So he's one for the future who can actually fit in already. Look at that for a signing. 2 million. Besiktas to Wrexham. And he is 74 rated, 75 rated. No, he's not. He's 65 rated. You know what I mean. The second signing of the episode is Miller from Motherwell. We spent a bit more. We spent about 3 million on this guy with a 2% sell-on clause. He's going to be a centre mid powerhouse. Again, he's 17 years old. But again, he's going to be one for now. And then by the time we get to the Premier League, if that does happen, he's going to be a beast. Another signing for Wrexham, lads. We brought in a new centre-back. Not 17 this time. He's 24 years old. It's Larson. He's a bit older than the other 2 signings, but we needed someone to get in centre-back with, you know, I don't even know who I'm going to put there at the minute, but I'm trying to make a solid spine. You can see striker, centre-mid, centre-back. And then on the left-back and right-back situation, just you wait till I show you who we've got. Because I found a hidden gem. You know how I was talking about hidden gems? This is the hidden gem I have found. In Wrexham's academy, we've got Harry Burton. Can play on the left, can play on the right. He has got about 6 play styles. Pinged pass, long ball pass, tiki-taka block, rapid, relentless. The best stats you can have for a left or right back. We're going to bring him straight into the team. No questions asked. Another player we're bringing in from the academy is Chef Hatter. I hope I said that name right. He's a 6'4" CDM who can play centre mid and centre back. He'll be very, very good for us. And he's also got a couple decent play styles. Power shot, long ball pass, anticipate. Don't know what anticipate means, but assuming he anticipates the next pass, cuts it off, get the ball, get it in the back of the net. And you know what? I'm feeling a bit greedy. Barlow, you can come in the team too. Here's the final team for Season 1. And I tell you what, it looks really good. Got our new signing up front with Paul Mullin. A deadly front two, hopefully. We've got Elliot Lee in the cam position working his magic. Then look at these 3 centre mids here. We've got Miller, Dobson, Rathbone. Then we've got academy prospects Burton with Larson. Then Cleworth, Barnett and Okonongwu. Yeah, I think this is the team I'm going to go with. Let's go into Season 1 and see how we end up. Lads, we've made it to the playoff final against Barnsley. Obviously, I was hoping for an instant promotion. So this adds a bit of drama to Season 1. But I'm confident the Wrexham boys will get a result. We're going to quick sim this, lads. Here's the teams. As you can see, people have upgraded as the seasons went on, which is great. But it wouldn't even matter if we lost this game, because if we lose, then the contract gets ripped up. Fingers crossed, lads. Get in! Come on! We're back in season 2. We're going to be in the championship. Get in the boys. We have took the 3rd oldest club into the championship. The highest the Red Dragons have ever been in the football pyramid. Just look at some of the teams in here. We've got Norwich, Hull City, even Everton. Definitely deducted a couple points for some random reasons that we don't even know about. Bet City got away with their 115 charges though. Let's keep this run of form going though. We need back-to-back promotions. One was good enough, but the second one to get into the Prem, even better. Plus I don't want my contract terminating, so we need to have my fingers crossed for this one because this will be very challenging. Here's the team for season 2. You know, there's no changes. I'm going to make one change. And I'm going to bring in a new centre attacking midfielder, which we'll do right now. So the first and only signing is Jude Bellingham's brother coming from Sunderland to the mighty Wrexham. He's going to be playing in that number 10 role and he's going to fit into that team perfectly. He's going to be our highest rated player and I think he's going to thrive at the club. Here's the final team, boys, for season 2. Let's sim to the end of the season and hopefully we can hit our first challenge of the video. I don't know how we've done it, but we're in another playoff final. This time against recently relegated Everton, so they're up for it. But so are the legendary Wrexham, the giant killers themselves. I'm going to quick sim this one just like I did with the last one. Hopefully we pull through. I know the odds are slim, but you never know with Wrexham. They know what to do in deep, dark situations. Let's do it. Oh my god! No way! 3-2 on penalties. Wrexham's going to the Premier League. I actually can't believe it. I'll see you all in season 3. We're keeping the contract. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know how we've done this. Back-to-back promotions officially ticked off the list. Now we've got 2 challenges left. Sign a £100 million player and win the Premier League, all in the remaining 3 seasons we've got. I think this season we've just got to avoid relegation because I don't want to go through that championship mess again. Luckily, being in the hardest and best league in the world, the Premier League, we've got a bit more funds to use, which looking at this team is not Premier League worthy, but maybe a couple touch-ups might fix it. What I'm going to do now though is go into the transfer market, see what I can do with 20 million, and then I'll get back to you. The first signing for season 3, and it's Chris Rigg from Manchester United. We paid 10 million for him, but he is going to be one for the future. Used to play for Sunderland, so you can see where we're going for here. We're kind of looking at Sunderland players, taking him. Obviously, he was at United at the time, but it's the same thing. Welcome, Rigg, to Wrexham. Our second and final signing is going to be Lima. He's going to be our new right back. So hopefully that should be enough for us to survive relegation, maybe. We'll see at the end of season 3. Just before I sim to the end of the season though, this is what the team looks like. We've got Mullin and Hekimonglu up front. Bellingham in the 10 with Miller, Dobson and Rigg in the centre mid positions. Then we've got our youth academy prospect Burton in left back. Larson, who we signed in season 1, I'm pretty sure. Shahata, who, if you remember, is another youth prospect. We sent him out on loan and he's developed nicely to a 74 rated. With Lima in right back and Okonongwu, who is still in our goalkeeping spot. Anyway, let's sim to the end of the season and hopefully survive relegation. We couldn't do it. Wrexham's first season in the Premier League and they've been relegated. I mean, we didn't finish last, but it was pretty close. I'm going to look at the calendar, see what sort of results we got, which might have been quite surprising. So we beat Forest 3-2, but they came last, so that's not really an accomplishment. We beat Ipswich 3-1, which is pretty good, but I think they got relegated too. Oh, we doubled up on Ipswich, actually. We beat them twice. And we drew against Manchester City. And Leicester got beat 2-0 against Wrexham. That's all right. And Brentford. I mean, some decent results in here, just not consistent enough. It's a shame, lads. Luckily, though, it doesn't mean the contract gets ripped up because we just need to go into the championship. We just need to rebuild again, win the championship, and then hopefully in season 5, you never know, we might win the win the Premier League. It's unlikely, but you never know. It could happen. You know what they say? One step back, two step forwards. We're back in the Championship. Obviously, it's not where we want to be in Season 4, but this could be a blessing in disguise. This is the team we've got right now for Season 4. I've got 50 million to spend, so I'm going to go in the transfer market, maybe get rid of Paul Mullin because he's getting a bit old now, and then maybe get another centre-back because Larsson's falling behind a bit now. Here we have a new striker for the club replacing Paul Mullin. Don't worry, Paul Mullin's not going anywhere. He will be on the bench. We need him for, you know, rotation purposes, but we've got Oskarsson. I think that's how you say his name, Oskarsson, for 30 million. He's an absolute unit up front. 22 years old, and he's 78 rated. Oh, 79. That's what I mean. Look at the improvement there already. Our second signing of the season is an ex-Liverpool midfielder, Nyone. I feel like every single player I've signed have said the names wrong, so please don't judge me in the comments. But yeah, he's going to go in midfield. He's going to replace Dobson. And yeah, apparently he's got really good development, so I'm going to bring him in. Hopefully he develops in the Championship. And then when we get back to the Premier League, well, if we get back to the Premier League, then he should be in his prime. Another player we brought into the club is Friedrich. He's a centre-back. He's 31 years old, so he's getting on a bit now. But he is the better rating than any of the centre-backs we got currently. So at least we're strengthening the side a bit in the defence department. And our final signing, quite an interesting one. We've brought Naby Keita to Wrexham. You know, he just wanted to get back into the English pyramid. I know it's not the Premier League, but he just thought, let's give the Championship a go. And that's what he's gone and done. Welcome, Naby Keita. After all that messing about, this is the final team we're going to go with. Obviously, we've got the new signings in there, the new striker, the new midfielder, and the new centre-back. So let's see how we do. I'm going to sim to the end of the season, and hopefully we get back into the Premier League for Season 5. I don't know what it is with Wrexham, but they just must love playoff finals. We're in another playoff final against Sheffield United. To be honest, I thought we'd go through. Let's see who went through here, because I'm really shocked we're even in this playoff final. Oh, there we go. We came third. Nottingham and Bournemouth went through. I don't know how Bournemouth got 102 points, by the way. But we're against fourth. So it's a third versus fourth battle. Sheffield United versus Wrexham. Looking at the points, we should win. But you never know. If we don't win, then the contract gets teared up and we can never win the Premier League. But the boys know what to do here. Come on. Let's get through to the Premier League once again, lads. Easy dubs. Come on. There we go. 2-1, get in. Right, we're through to Season 5. We are back in the Premier League once again for the final season, Season 5. As you can see here is all our opposition. The only problem is we've still got 2 challenges to hit. Win the Premier League and sign an £100 million player. The problem is, though, we don't have £100 million. So what I'm going to have to do is sell one of the big boys. It could either be Hekimonglu, Miller, Oskarsson, Bellingham, Rig, Lima maybe. I'm going to, you know what, I've made my decision. We're going to get rid of Bellingham. That should tip us over the edge to get 100 million. Then sign a Cam, maybe Musiala if we can, and maybe challenge for the Premier League title at the same time. I don't know, it's a big risk, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell Bellingham, see what offers we can get, and then think about a 100 million player that we can sign. And then at that point, it's up to Wrexham to do the rest, because we've only got this season to hit the challenges. You know what? This episode would have been so good if we did 10 seasons. I genuinely think if we had 5 more seasons, we could probably be in Champions League doing it all, because the team's looking good. I've got players worth like 100 million now. So it's the first game of the Premier League now, and we've had no offers for Bellingham. Obviously, I want to start the season off right if we've got any chance of winning the Premier League. So I'm just going to have to blind transfer someone and hope for the best that they accept Joe Bellingham. Right, lads, I'm going in for Szoboszlai. He's 100 million dead on. They've accepted Bellingham and a fee of 44 million. Right, let's not mess this up. I want to hit at least 2 challenges this episode. Right, 5 years. Crucial, yes. Just all he needs to do now is put whatever wage he wants on there and we'll accept it. If he doesn't, this could be difficult. He hasn't. Right, okay. We're just going to have to guess. How much can we actually give him? I might overpay here. I might overpay massively, but oh, I'm going to give him 200. I'm going to give him 200. I really don't want to mess this transfer up, because if we do, then it's just, you know, I don't know any other players that we can sign. He has to accept. And there we go. Szoboszlai, our £100 million challenge is officially done. He replaces Joe Bellingham in the 10 position. I don't have a clue what rating he is. We've probably overpaid massively. But let's see the details here now. As you can see, 44 plus Joe Bellingham, who was worth 56. Please be above 85. It's a C. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Come on, let's see what we could have got him for. Right, we could have got him for 82 million. So we've overpaid by massively. And technically he wasn't worth 100 million, but we spent 100 million. Let me know in the comments below if you think that applies with the challenge. But since we've done that, Szoboszlai fits straight in there, and the team looks really good, to be fair. Do I think it's going to win the Premier League? I've got to be honest, no. Defence is just too weak. The defence is really weak, especially the left back. The midfield's solid, and the striking partnership is unbelievable. But this back line, especially this side, I'm a bit worried about, to be honest. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sim to the end of Season 5 and see if we can get all 3 challenges done. Before I show the results for Season 5, please like, comment and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've liked this content. We're also live on Twitch every single day too, so if you enjoy career mode, I'm live every single day. And if you want to have a chat, then please come over. Anyway, let's get on to the results. And I tell you what, when I show you, you're going to be shocked. Here are the results for the Season 5 finale, and how did Wrexham finish 3rd? I know we were supposed to win the Premier League, but I tell you what, 3rd Champions League spot after getting relegated last season is unbelievable. Here are the final player ratings for every single player. As you can see, Oscarson is 86 rated now. Szoboszlai's not changed at all, our £100 million signing. No surprise there. But yeah, for that team to get 3rd in the Premier League and a Champions League spot, I mean, fair play, boys. Here are the top goal scorers for the season. Oscarson had a great season, 29 goals in 42 appearances. Then Hekiboglu and then Szoboszlai. And then Nyone actually got the most assists with Szoboszlai and Oscarson. Quite surprising. If only we had one more season, I reckon we could have done it. But it gives us motivation to do it another time. I might do another Wrexham rebuild. Maybe in a couple months, maybe early, depending on how well the video does. So if you want to see that, drop a like, drop a subscription, and then I'll see you all next Friday.